Hey everybody, it's Debbie O'Neill of Scrap Me Quick Designs, and I have some exciting news to share. The brand new Cricut Easy Press 2s are now available at the Cricut shop for purchase. There are 3 sizes. There's a 6x7, which I affectionately call the Mini. Then there is the original size, which is the 9x9, and there is a new size that's a 12x10. So if you've been thinking, gosh, I wish there was a smaller Easy Press, or gosh, I wish there was a larger one, your dream has just come true. I'm going to give you some tips on each of the different sizes, and we're going to talk about why you might want one over the other. And we're also going to talk about the new features of the Cricut Easy Press 2, because they have really upped the game with the Easy Press 2. There's a lot more features here for you to know about, so let's get started. Okay, so let's talk about the Cricut Mini. That's the one that's the 6x7 size. And what would you want this one for? Why would you use this? Okay, so this is the Cricut Easy Press mat, the 8x10 Cricut Easy Press mat, which is the companion to the Cricut Mini, okay? And it is perfect because when you go to put your image onto a little baby onesie like you see here, this is going to fit perfectly over this without it covering the seams. Okay, so sometimes when you're working on an iron-on project, it's the seams on your shirt that is preventing you from getting a perfect adhesion. Okay, so the Cricut Mini is great if you're doing these smaller, like baby type clothes or like toddler size t-shirts, would be very helpful. What else would you use this for? If you have any cute little bags that you're making with your Cricut Maker, let's say. I made this one. You can see a video about this. But anything that's smaller like this is good, because there again, we've got seams around here that we would want to protect the zipper on this, so that because they're made of nylon, you don't want those melting. This way we could use the Cricut Mini and be able to just press that. Also, anything that's like an accessory. So these are some earrings that I made using the Cricut faux leather and also some of the gold foil iron-on. And so using it on these smaller pieces, the Cricut Mini was perfect for that. Of course, any smaller treat bag was also a good thing to use this for. Any type of other accessory that you may be working with. So this one's already complete, but when I had this flat out, you could certainly use it. It would completely cover this, and it would be a perfect size. Also, this is the perfect size for a hat, and you would be able to use the Cricut Mini without having to have one of those big heat press machines with all that attachment stuff. Same thing with the little shoes. I'm about to make some shoes for myself that I will be doing a demonstration video of this. Because I want to make it for my favorite football team, which is the Houston Texans. And this is going to be the perfect size for me to be able to get on here to do that. Those are some things that you could easily reach for and do with the Cricut Mini Easy Press. Of course, you can do larger projects with the Mini Press, and you would just be able to move it around on the mat. I do want to point out that each Cricut Easy Press 2 machine size has a companion size Cricut Easy Press mat. So the companion size for the Mini, the 6x7, is an 8x10 Easy Press mat. Now, why do you want the Easy Press mat? The technology behind the mat makes these the perfect thing for you, because it has a side, it even says on here, this side down, that will protect your surface. Whatever you're ironing using it to iron on with, it's going to protect your surface. It will not allow the heat to transfer through this, so that it will protect your surface. So that is awesome. Now, it has multiple layers of material in here, and I'll show a diagram here in a minute. It's got multiple layers in here that's going to allow the heat to transfer up towards your project, so it's going to give you better adhesion with any of the heat transfer vinyl that you're using. Here's the chart showing the different layers of the Easy Press mat. With the additional technology inside the mat, it's pulling that heat up through it. So these are really worth the price. There's one for each size of the 3 Easy Press 2 machines now. So you want to take a look at those. I'll link those up in the description of the video for you. and I will talk about each size with each machine. Okay, then the next size of Cricut Easy Press 2 is going to be the original size, which is the 9x9. Now it also has all the improved features that I just mentioned to you when we talked about the Mini Easy Press, and so it's the same size as the original blue one, but it has all the latest features. Now this size is perfect for you know, really your kids and your adult shirts, tote bags, that type of thing. It's still very portable, and it only weighs 5 pounds. So even with one hand, I can pick this up easily. Okay, it's got the same updated plate on the bottom and also your base plate here. And it also has the port on it, and it's of course the right color, and it has all the other features regarding the temperature and everything. Now, this one, the companion Cricut Easy Press mat for this one, the 12x12 mat, okay? So it has all the same features that we talked about earlier, but it's 12x12 because when you're working with it, you can see me setting it here beside it, okay? So it's going to give you good coverage when you're using this particular 9x9. Okay, and then we have the largest size of the Cricut Easy Press 2. Now it has all the same features as the other one, but this one is, you'll notice, is much bigger. It is 12x10. Okay, so it's 12x10. Now this one is great for maybe you have some larger people in your life. Some of the guys' shirts get kind of big, and you can use the other two easy presses with them, but you're going to have to make multiple passes. This one is sized so that you would be able to do most images onto an adult man's shirt, or sweatshirts, or banners, or blankets, or maybe even like the bigger aprons that you might want to do for holiday gift giving. This one's going to give you a lot of coverage where you're only going to probably have to press once. So that it will cover your entire image. If you're working with a larger canvas, this is a 12x12 canvas, and I have a very large image on here. That 9x9 Easy Press would be a little bit too small. I'd have to move this in multiple ways on it. But with the larger, the 12x10, I would be able to more or less make one press with this. Okay, and you're going to notice that this is the 12x10 Easy Press, and it has its own companion mat that's also larger. And this one is the 20x16 mat. So it gives you lots of extra space around here. If you were only going to buy one mat, Cricut Easy Press mat, you may decide that you want the larger one because it'll work for all of the other machines, but it will also give you extra protection surface around. Okay, so now that we've looked at all three of the machines up close, let's talk about how are you going to decide which one is going to be the right one for you, right? So these are the things that I would think about. So with the Cricut Easy Press 2, the smaller one, the 6x7, that one's great for really smaller type projects. Like if you do a lot of baby clothes, or napkins, or things that are small, like the accessories, any of the stuff that I showed you earlier, the little 6x7 one's going to be the perfect size for you. If you just want to kind of middle of the road that you could go large or you could go small with, then you're going to want the 9x9 because it is a good overall utility one, depending upon what types of items that you're going to be making. And then if you are the person who is doing a lot of oversized iron-on projects, the 12x10 is the one that would be the best one for you, because if you're doing bigger men's size shirts, or you're doing larger iron-on projects, maybe you're doing a lot of month size blankets that everybody's doing right now, and you need to have more surface to be able to put those bigger iron-on pieces on there, then the 12x10 is going to be the right size for you. So you want to think about that. You also want to think about portability. The little Mini is super portable. You could certainly just throw this in a bag and go, and use this anywhere. You could set up a little baby onesie station at a baby shower, or maybe you're doing some jewelry making with some friends and you want to do some iron-on onto your leather like I showed you earlier. The little Mini one may be the right one for you. Portable, and it's very lightweight, so it's easy for you to carry around, and it's kind of a one-hand machine, okay? You only really need one hand to use it. Now, the medium one, the 9x9, this one is a great overall machine, and it's also fairly portable. It weighs about 5 pounds, so it's still portable. And you know, you can certainly pick this up with one hand without any problem. Now we're talking about the 12 by 10. That's a little bit different story. This one is a heavier machine, obviously, because it's bigger, and it also, you would really need, I would call this a two-hander. So you're going to want to use two hands when you're doing your pressing, and if you're moving this around, you're definitely going to want to use two hands. So you need to think about that. You know, are you going to be moving it around a lot? Is it something that you're going to be taking somewhere? What type of projects do you want to be doing? So those are going to help you decide which one is the best machine for you. So it gives you a lot of flexibility with the three sizes for you to pick which one is best for you. I'm going to leave you a link in the description of this video. It is my affiliate link. I do get a commission from Cricut if you happen to purchase anything using my link. I appreciate the support when you do that because it helps me continue to make videos for you. I really appreciate you guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Come join me in the Let's Learn Cricut Explore Facebook group or in my Cricut Maker with Debbie O'Neill Facebook group.